Welcome back to my channel, Modestly MASKI. I am MASKI, and today we will be making my perfect comfort soup. Okay, so we just gonna get started. Just so you know, this soup right here that I'm preparing today is a soup that I grew up eating in our community. We absolutely love this soup, but I like to add a few extra things. Like, I love to have my coconut milk inside of this soup. It actually takes it to a whole nother level. This soup right here also, I do so many different ways. I like to make it quick and easy. We ain't sauteing no vegetables and then adding or cooking the vegetables separate. We putting everything in the same pot. Now, for those who have a pressure cooker, another way you can make this is you can rinse your lentils really good, put your lentils, chop your vegetables, put your vegetables, your seasoning, everything that you want inside the pressure cooker when you're trying to just be really quick and need a real fast meal. I have done that plenty of times, but today I'm going to make this soup in the pot. For those who don't have a pressure cooker, I'm not that much in a hurry, so we can take our time a little bit. Still gonna be quick and easy. So what we have here today is we have our orange lentils. I'm using a kilo of orange lentils. Orange lentil soup or any soup is, when I make soup, I don't just make a small amount because you can always put half of it in the freezer and take it out when you don't have time to, make a meal for your family, and then just make some hot water cornbread or oven cornbread to go with it. So I always make big pots of soup and just put half of it up, if we don't eat it all. Most of the time, my children absolutely love soup, so they be going for thirds and fourths, so I don't get a chance to put it up sometimes. So we have our orange lentils, which are still full of protein, so you have your protein in there. You can use absolutely any vegetables that you want. Today, I'm going to be using carrots, red potatoes, some celery, some zucchini squash, and some white onions. I also have my spaghetti right there for those who want to use spaghetti. You don't have to. I'm just making this real hearty. My children are hungry and ask for soup. So I said, why not put the camera up and let the people know how I make this soup. Then we're going to have our coconut milk. As I said, I absolutely love coconut milk. It actually just takes this soup to a whole nother level. You can put whatever seasonings you want in it, but I'm personally going to be using a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of thyme, some basil, some dry basil, some pink Himalayan sea salt, some black pepper, some nutritional yeast, and some garlic granules. This soup right here also, you don't have to put any oil in it because you're going to be using coconut milk, which is already have its oil and fat in it. So you don't have to put no oil. When I cook my orange lentils, I do add a spoon or so of oil and a little bit of salt, while it's cooking, but even that is optional, okay? So I'm going to go rinse our orange lentils and get those on the eye and let those start cooking while we prep our vegetables and get this party started. So we're gonna pour the orange lentils right inside. They also call this dal, Indians eat this a whole lot. And so many different ways you can make this. So we're just going to rinse this right quick. And we'll be right back. So I rinsed these lentils really, really good, about 4-5 times. Now we're gonna add some filtered water in here. You just want to rinse them until the water runs clear, okay? And you can put, I'm making soup, so I'm going to put probably like double the amount of water to lentils. And again, you can make smaller amounts. I know I'm making a big amount. This is like A kilo is like 2.2 pounds. So that's how much I'm making. But I have a big family. So that's why I'm doing so much. And like I said, I like to put some up in the freezer. This is easy to freeze. It freezes great. Take it out. It tastes just as good. So don't be scared. Make your soup. Make a big pot and put it up to this in the freezer for when you don't feel like cooking. Okay, so let me see. This is gonna be about enough soup. I mean, enough water inside of the lentils. And then we're just gonna put this on the eye. Okay, we're just turning on the eye. And we're gonna put a little bit of sunflower seed oil in there. A little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. And we let that cook up. That will be all the oil that we will be using for this dish. All right, so we get our lentils on. They are cooking while we start prepping our vegetables. So I'm going to just start with the red potatoes. And this time, you know, usually sometimes I will just start adding my vegetables at a certain point. I wait until my lentils are almost done. I don't wait until they're completely creamy. This just worked for me. I've heard so many people do it differently, but I do wait until my lentils are almost done, and then I start adding my vegetables. Today we're just going to have everything ready, prep everything, and then we're just going to add everything in together. I'm trying to find the quickest, easiest way so you can have you a delicious, nutritious meal in no time. Okay, this soup right here, I love it. I love it in the winter. I love it in the summer, especially right now with everything that's going on. I like hot food. I know it's summertime and some people be like, but nobody want no hot soup in the summertime. But right now with this whole COVID, this corona thing, I've been trying my best to stay away from ice cream or anything cold and eating and drinking as many hot teas and soups and foods as I can. We got our potatoes and carrots peeled. Now we're just gonna dice this up. You can dice it up whatever size you want. I'm doing mine's like medium-sized cubes. Medium-sized cube potatoes, carrots. I don't like my vegetables always diced up so small you can't see them. It's like baby food, not for stuff like this. You know, when I'm doing certain salads and things like that, then yeah, but for my soups and things like that, no, I like to see them and taste them. I'm gonna just dice up these carrots. And I'm gonna do, how many carrots I have? 4 or 5 carrots, medium-sized carrots. I love carrots in soup. Remember from my previous video, GEZER. Carrots are GEZER. Remember, full of beta-carotene, very good for the eyes. Very good for the elasticity of your skin. I'm gonna just dice these up. My daughter is over here laughing at me, y'all. She think I'm funny, right? Y'all, soon we're gonna have my daughter over here helping me or showing y'all some of her recipes, because this girl can cook. She can cook. She been cooking since she was probably, what, 9? Huh? Me act like you shy. So sometimes I be asking her, oh boy, Anna, what did you put in this right here? So yeah, eventually we're gonna let y'all see some of her dishes. I love zucchini squash. It's one of those squashes that it holds its shape too when you cook it, and it's just delicious. I like to make zucchini spaghetti. I have a sterilizer that I use, and have me some raw zucchini spaghetti. That'd be delicious. Maybe I'll make a video one day about it. Show you how to make it. So this whole soup shouldn't take you more than, let's say, 30 minutes with cooking time. It's not one of those meals that take a long time to make. And like I said, you can eat this with a sandwich. You can eat it by yourself, because we're going to put spaghetti inside of it. I don't always put spaghetti inside, but today I am. When I was growing up, and we used to eat lunch at the cafeteria, which we call the Hadal Oker, and there was one day a week where we had orange lentil soup with cornbread, but we had orange lentil dumpling soup. So they would make dumplings and put inside of the soup, and we absolutely loved it. So to me, instead of making dumplings, sometimes I'll just put spaghetti inside, but you can definitely try that. Maybe I should do that for my children. I don't think I made that for my children. The circle things? No, it's like this dough you make. It's called dumplings, and you drop it inside. So for me, it's like the spaghetti is like on that same level. So we're gonna just put some celery. And yes, I use the leaves of the celery also. Don't have to be too small. But celery ain't one of those things I want to just have really big neither. Not for this dish. Okay, so we have our onions. We're gonna just dice these up. Okay, we got our onions chopped up. And now we're going to go and add our vegetables to our lentils. So we'll be right back. Okay, so these are our lentils. Ooh, steamy. These are our lentils. You see, they're halfway done. They're not quite all the way creamy, but we're going to go ahead and put our vegetables inside. So these are the vegetables that we just finished cutting. You see all of the colors and everything. We're just going to dump it right inside. Look at that. You see that? Just gonna dump all of these vegetables right here inside of this pot of orange lentils. Yes, this soup is gonna be good. So we're going to just mix this right here and give it a second to cook, and your lentils will continue to cream up and your vegetables will start cooking. Now we're just going to add a little bit of water in here, and so while it's cooking, the lentils don't start sticking at the bottom. This is soup anyway, okay? So that's all good. We're going to just now let it cook up, put a top on it. You're going to tilt your top some so it don't boil over. Okay, like this, just tilt it a little bit. Okay, and turn it to medium. Okay, so this is after about 15 minutes, you see. Now we're just gonna put some of this soup in our blender. Let's put some in our blender, and we're gonna put our seasonings in the blender, and we're going to blend it all up and add it back to the soup. You don't have to take that much out, but this helps to cream up your soup. And it helps to get all of the seasonings well incorporated. Okay, so this is about enough right here. All right, Get it to the blender. Okay, so we're gonna just start dumping our seasonings in here. Got our nutritional yeast, our rosemary, our garlic granules. And again, you don't have to do it like this. This is just what I want to do. Our black pepper. And some thyme. Some basil. That's enough. Your salt. And this is new right here. But I'm going to just add about 4 cloves of garlic right in there. And then I'm going to just pop the top on. And I'm going to get to blending. Okay, now we done blend it up and we just adding it back to our soup. And we're just going to stir that up. Ooh, this smells so good right here. Okay. So this part right here is definitely optional. It's not a must. A lot of times I do not do that, but sometimes I do. So that part is definitely optional. As you can see, the lentils are mostly all creamed up. You don't see no pieces like that. And we're still going to give it time because now we got to come all together. We're going to add our spaghetti inside at this point. I don't want too much. So that'll be good. And we're going to just let this cook together. Okay, y'all, I forgot my turmeric. I love turmeric. Turmeric is so good for you, and it gives it a extra flavor. That's about enough. Okay, and we're just gonna mix that right in. Okay, and we're just gonna give this about 10 minutes to simmer and come together before we add our coconut milk. So I'm just gonna mix this in, and then we're going to add our coconut milk in about, let's say, another 3-4 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, so it's time to put the coconut milk inside. Yeah. Look at that. Got a little bit more coconut milk. I'm just going to add that right in here. Add a can. But coconut milk, you can add it, you know, as much as you desire. If you don't like it, you don't have to add it to it. But to me, it makes it the perfect comfort soup. This soup right here is absolutely delicious. It's perfect with cornbread. It's perfect with sandwiches. Perfect by itself. Look at that. You can see the spaghetti in there. We ain't put too much. You have your zucchini, your carrots, your potatoes, your onions. Okay, you can mix. You can add different vegetables if you like, you know, but here we go. So we're going to give that about 2 minutes. Okay, so we have finished making our delicious orange lentil soup. Now we're about to check it out, see how it came out. Let's see. Try to make sure I don't get no big old spoon because I'm ready to dig in. Let's see. Oh boy, you have to check this one out. Please let me know how it come out for you. If you choose to do it in the pressure cooker or in the pot, if you choose to take some of your soup and blend it up to make it extra creamy, One more. Yeah. Come, look at this. Do you see how creamy this is? You don't see no lentils, whole lentils. It is extremely creamy. So you can put everything in the pot together. You don't have to cook your vegetables separate and your lentils separate in order to get that nice creamy lentils. You don't have to do that. I'm telling you, I am all about saving time and making sure my children have delicious, nutritious meals. So I'm telling you, even if you put everything in a pressure cooker, your seasonings and everything, turn that on, 15 minutes, delicious, all creamy. Even if you did not blend any up, I'm telling you, you have to try it. And please let me know in the comments below how you made yours. How did it come out? If you tried this recipe right here, and remember, be creative. There's no right or wrong way. You can have fun when you're in the kitchen. Use your own seasonings. I have forgot to put my turmeric in, but the turmeric definitely adds that extra kick, and it's extremely healthy. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you to everyone who keep coming back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you like the videos that I'm making, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you will always be notified when I make a new video. Until next time, shalom, peace and blessings to everyone.